Welcome back to another episode of Excalibur CCG TV's Talking Comics. These are the comics that we'll be talking about for the week of November 8th, 2017, getting close to the end of the year.
Yep.
We will have 2018 comics for you probably next week because that's how quickly it's going by.
Yeah.
Remember, these are going to be the books that are on the shelves that Wednesday morning. So the Wednesday, November 8th, make sure you check our list on our Facebook page or our ExcaliburCCG.com page to know what is going to be in this store. That's important because there are other books that are out there. We don't always get everything. We get the things that people are ordering.
That's right.
So if you haven't stopped by our store before,
Swamp Thing's looking at me all pissed off.
well, when he's missing an arm,
Yeah.
you would might look a little similar there.
You can just grow another one though, right?
Maybe eventually. It's taken him a very long time. I should say we're your host. I'm Randy,
Mark.
and
Swamp Thing's over there.
and Swamp Thing is
Swamp
calling.
Thing.
He makes your heart sing. If you have not stopped by the store before, you can find all of the information for the phone number and the directions on our website. Again, ExcaliburCCG.com or our Facebook page. We have the announcement for the mega sale. What are the dates, Mark?
16th through the 20th?
16th through the 20th. Yes, everything in the store is going to have some percentage off. That is
Right.
from 10 to 75%. So make your list, get your wish
Check it
list
twice.
ready, check it twice, 3 times, sometimes, so that you're not getting doubles or triplicates of some books unless you're wanting that. We have people they've collected books that way. Anytime we had one of the guys, anytime he saw the Amazing Spider-Man annual with Peter Parker and Mary Jane getting married, he'd snatch up a copy of it.
Yep.
So maybe that is you too, and that's okay because you're okay. But put the list together, make sure you maybe see some things around the store, and give a Christmas shopping list to a loved one so that they can find something for you.
That's right.
As far as that goes, as we approach the Christmas season, we do have gift certificates at the store. So any amount you want, we can put on there. So keep those two things in mind. Beyond that, we have number one comics to talk about. Mark,
we do.
You get to start.
Okay, well, another metal tie-in from DC. Batman Lost from Scott Snyder and Doug Mahnke. Olivier Coipel doing the cover, doing some DC work again.
All good artwork there.
Batman's trapped in the dark multiverse and he must face his worst fears, whatever those may be for Batman.
His parents just being shot over and over again.
I guess so.
That's what I would think.
Yeah.
For me, Image Comics gives us, I don't know how we want to say it, Coyotes #1 or Coyotes #1. Depends where you're from, I guess.
Yeah.
This is Sean Lewis writing. He wrote The Saints and The Few for Image Comics previously, and all new artist Caitlin Yarsky. This deals with, I guess, women along the border. They don't tell us which border. A border being hunted by a legion of wolves, and there's a detective, Frank Coffey with a Y at the end, who is bound and determined to figure out what is going on, what's happening with all these disappearances. And as he's looking into it, he happens to find a young girl by the name of Red who has a secret and a sword. So maybe she has some information on the wolves.
Maybe
Wolf
they're
pack.
werewolves.
Too sweet.
Ow.
That's right. Next up, this
This is from Heavy Metal Magazine. We don't do those very often. This is Iron Maiden, Legacy of the Beast, #1.
this changes to this.
Yeah. This is based on the little Facebook MMO or whatever it's on. I think it's on Facebook.
Okay.
But when Dark Forces, well, it's brought to you by Lexi Leon and Ed Edgington, who I think he designed like Eddie.
Did we say the name of the book?
Yeah, Legacy of the Beast #1. I
Okay.
think I did. And Kevin West doing the art, which is that the same Kevin West that used to do stuff for Marvel like way long time ago?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with the name.
When dark forces conspire to corrupt the fabric of reality, Eddie's immortal soul is shattered and strewn across the cosmos, his unbound essence corrupting countless worlds. Now, a weakened primal Eddie must journey across space and time to battle the twisted legions of the beast, seek out the lost shards of his soul, and bring order to the realms. With each victory, and with the aid of old friends, who I don't know who that would be unless it's like the band,
Could be.
Eddie will restore his fearsome powers as he draws ever closer to facing the unholy foe behind his fall and thwarting a plot to unravel all of creation. This is the first Iron Maiden comic series based on the hit mobile role-playing game of the same name, and they do the same thing in the game as they do in the comic. So,
Cool.
yes, sir.
There is almost nothing worse than when my essence becomes unbound.
Well, that's when you got to break out the Febreze.
It's after eating chili.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's bad.
that is bad.
We've got another one of Marvel this month has been putting out, along with their legacy books, some one-shots that are legacy one-shots. This is, this week, Master of Kung Fu number 126. One of the big reasons for talking about this one is the ever so popular CM Punk is writing it. People really seem to enjoy what came out with his Drax series. And Dalibor Talajic is writing or drawing it. Okay. We'll go with that.
Yep.
So in this book, we get to see why Shang-Chi is called and why he deserves the name the greatest fighter in the Marvel Universe, and why the Avengers seek him out for certain situations, and why sometimes it's best that he works alone. This is going to be 100% Fu Manchu free, because they can't do that.
You just somebody's gonna sue you now. You said the word.
Oh, I said the word.
You did.
We can bleep it.
Yeah. Brad, look that out.
We're talking about, facial hair.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I don't even know half the time.
Next.
Okay.
Move on quick.
All right, from Image Comics. This one sounds really cool, actually. Port of Earth #1 from Zach Kaplan, with Andrea Moody doing the art and Nick Dragotta doing covers, and that's awesome right there. Imagine if aliens came to Earth, not in war or peace, but with a business deal. Open up a spaceport here on Earth in exchange for advanced technology. If they open the spaceport on Earth, isn't it an Earthport?
Semantics.
Okay. But when our alien visitors break port restrictions and wreak havoc in our cities, it falls to the newly formed Earth security agents, the ESA, to hunt down and safely deport the dangerous rogue aliens back to the port of Earth. A gritty sci-fi action thriller from the new comic book writer Zach Kaplan, who wrote Eclipse for Image, which I read the first couple issues. I haven't caught up on it yet, but they were good. And Andrea Moody, who's done various things over the years in his lifetime.
Everywhere.
The end.
It sounds like some District 9 stuff going on with that.
They need to build a wall.
Build the wall. Titan Comics brings the wonderful world of
Disney?
Tank Girl. Tank Girl #1. This is Alan Martin and Brett Parsons on board for the creative chores there. And
it's Alan. And,
Alan Martin
and
Brett Parsons.
so it's an Alan Parsons
An
project.
Alan Parsons project.
Awesome.
Awesome. Can we say that?
Well,
Yeah.
we just got sued. Wow.
This is the first of 4 standalone issues. I don't know if they're all going to have different names or if they are going to all be within the wonderful world of Tank Girl. This one is called Tank Girl Strikes Again. The girls look to try to pull off their biggest heist or caper yet. And I guess there's someone in the group whose name is Booga.
Booga.
Booga has some pretty
Booga,
poor
booga.
planning, or as the the British say gormless planning. I've never heard the term.
I haven't either.
They barely managed to escape with their lives. Hopefully that didn't tell everything in the story, and there's more to it.
Hopefully. Well, you never know with these solicits, man. You never know what you're going to get.
But yeah, so if you like Tank Girl, there's new Tank Girl out and about, Oot in the Boot. There. There are probably some other number ones that we're getting maybe smatterings of or not at all. Remember, ordering helps with that.
It definitely does.
Definitely does. And if you're going to join on the subscription list, pull list, it helps to pick up your comics. That is always makes you in our favor, puts you in our favor. Beyond that, we've got a couple of graphic novels coming out this week. First up.
All right, first is from Marvel. This is the Edge of Venomverse collection. Trade paperback, not hardcover. By Matthew Rosenberg and Various, and art by Roland Boschke.
Yes, all
and
above.
Various. And Francesco Mattina with covers. And
Mattina,
I think there was other covers too.
Yeah, but Matina's like the hot artist right now.
So all of you that did not get, all the issues of Edge of Venomverse, because I know we were selling out of those things, this is your chance to get everything in one shot. Before Venomverse, there is Edge of Venomverse. It's a symbiotic smorgasbord of stories, each featuring a major character becoming venomized, all destined to feed into the main event itself. When young mutant clone designated X-23 bonds with an alien parasite, can she hold it together, or is she doomed to give in to bloodlust? It's a nightmare in pink when Gwenpool turns into a sword-slinging, web-swinging master of disaster.
Very nice.
Very nice. I pulled it off. Thank you. Good night. Robbie Reyes becomes the symbiotic spirit of vengeance, the host writer. Oh. Years in the future, meet the lethal wolf venom in a terrifying tale set after the epic events of the original Old Man Logan. And when Deadpool bonds with Venom, or bonds with Venom, whichever.
Both.
Just call him the symbiote with the slobber.
We couldn't get Bonds with Venom out, but you got the Gwenpool.
I got the sword swinging webs. Yeah.
Yeah, you had it right the first time.
Yeah.
The second time, he's a one-take kind of guy.
This is very true. Very true. Plus more stories featuring venomized versions of Punisher, Rocket Raccoon, and more. Collecting Edge of Venomverse 1 through 5 and Venomverse War Stories number 1, which was a one-shot, so it's not one through anything.
One of one.
One of one.
One of one. One of us. Also coming out this week, a series that really caught me off guard by being good.
That's a good thing.
was Rose, Volume 1.
Oh, yeah.
Trade paperback. Meredith Finch, who previously had some Grim Fairy Tales stories and the Wonder Woman follow-up to Brian Azzarello's New 52 run. And Ig Guerrera? IG?
Ig.
Idge?
Good old Ig.
What?
Ig.
Yes, IG Guerrera.
Okay.
We'll go Ig on that one. And
Igorera.
Yeah, it should be just one word.
Yes.
No space. In order for balance to be restored in this magical kingdom, a young girl must find and bond with her guardian, which is a cat.
Big cat.
K-H-A-T.
Yeah.
Whose name is Thorn. So we've got the Rose Thorn thing going on there.
Every rose has its thorn.
We're going to get no. If the sorceress Drusilla has anything to say about that, it's not going to happen because she has gone through trying to do away with all of the guardians so that her power could reign supreme in the land. So she is going to wreak havoc in order to maintain being the top dog in that cat world.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
All sorts of awesomeness there. Beyond that, that is the books for this week. Do we have any questions for people?
I didn't think of one.
No, we didn't. As we approach the Thanksgiving holiday, I want you to tell me if you are American and celebrate, or if you're Canadian and celebrate on another day, or if somebody else has a Thanksgiving I don't know about. Tell me the must-have dish to appear on your table during Thanksgiving. What it's not Thanksgiving without this dish. So let us know what that dish might be. Do you have one?
There's a few, but there's my mom. All growing up, made this dish. It's got sweet potatoes and pineapples and cranberries and some kind of preserve in it, and it's like a sweet potato dish, but it's like a dessert too. And it is the most tasty, awesome thing I've ever eaten in my life. And she has to make a ton of it every year because I eat most of it.
You eat most of it.
Yeah.
My mom's dressing, hands down. Very few people make it like that. It has a very good sage flavor to it, and I like her dressing. It's not the northerner white bread dressing. This is cornbread dressing, and it's not stuffing because it's not inside of anything.
Except Randy.
Except Randy. I'm stuffed once I consume it. So just have fun with that. Answer what your favorite Thanksgiving dish is, and we may have some other fun Thanksgiving things as we're going about the month of November here. So beyond that, remember, do the usual: like, follow, share, comment on the comics that are coming out this week and the question of the week, and just get in that holiday spirit. Share our video with people. Help us help them. That's right. Is there anything else that you need to add?
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
So I feel sorry for you guys if you had Deshaun Watson also. Pull one out because that wasn't even on the actual battlefield. That was practice, and that sneaks. That's worse.
That was
than
terrible.
anything else.
That was very terrible. Very sad news.
So hopefully he'll have some good Thanksgiving stuff he can look at. He had a great first part of the season without that. So until next time, guys, read great comics, comment on the question of the week and the comics of the week and whatever else you feel like commenting on of the week. And we shall see you next
of the week.
Bye.